Hello everybody and welcome to my review of this Dexors X7 dashcam. So first of all, looking at the box, it's certainly got a feeling of quality. It's very sturdy and when you feel it, it feels very well made. Obviously the box does not give any idea of what the quality of the product is inside, but it does give you a good impression when you first see it. Now inside we have got two layers to this. The top layer is basically the camcorder itself, or the dash cam, whatever you want to call it. You also get the micro SD card, which is 8GB, and this is included, which I think is really good because usually with a dash cam, unless you pay a lot of money, you don't tend to get the micro SD card included. So I think that's pretty good. Although it is only 8GB, it's at least something to start you off with. You also do get the micro SD card adapter, which is just here. No idea how good it is. I have had them in the past where they don't even recognise the SD card, but let's just sort of hope for the best, and I'll post in the description of this video if it is all good and it works very well. So yeah, the 8GB SD card there and the adapter. We've then got the camcorder itself, and this is certainly low profile, but it's also very smart, as you can see. It actually looks like you can adjust the focus on this, but I don't think you can do. I think that is just styling. And it also does say Super HD 1296p at 30 frames per second. There are other resolutions you can have, and I think you can get 60 frames per second at a lower resolution. So yeah, if you want higher frames per second, you can do, but obviously you lose a tiny bit of quality. But if you want full HD, you can have that as well. So that is the camcorder, which we'll be coming back to in a minute or two. Then beneath here, if I can get it out, this is always the tricky part, we've got like another section here, and I think it does lift up. There we go. Right, so in here we have got the user manual, which is obviously very handy. This tells you how to set it all up. There are many different modes on here. And you do get a warranty card as well, a 1-year warranty, which, although it's only 1 year, it's still very good. And you also get, I like this. This is basically just like a lint-free cloth, just to clean the lens with. But, you know, things like that, it just adds to it. It makes it a lot better when you're using it because you can keep the lens clean. And finally in here, we have got the mount itself, the power lead and adapter, the USB cable, and also we've got the GPS adapter or antennae, whatever you want to call it. That's all in there as well. So this should lift out as well. There's actually more layers than I initially thought. I thought there were two, but no. It is certainly packed in there well. There we go. Yeah, beneath here are all the cables, and this is basically for everything above here. So it does pack it in very neat, and it's a tidy box, so I like that a lot. Looking at the back here, these are all the specifications. I won't read them all out, but you can see there. It does say that it's got a built-in microphone and speaker. I think having a speaker is actually quite rare on one of these, so that is a nice little feature, although you would usually play it back on a PC. But yeah, it's good that it's there. I like that. And we will test the microphone out when we're using it in the car. And it does tell you the package contents as well. Yes, it calls it the GPS antenna. Now it doesn't actually power on when you press the power on button, so I'm guessing that it's either drained since it's been in the box, or it hasn't been factory tested, but I can't say for sure. But these are all your navigation buttons on the bottom here. You've got power on just here, scroll left, menu, OK, mode, and scroll right. And I believe that that one there is a reset button. On the top we've got the GPS port just here. That is, I think it's a 3.5mm jack, USB, and also looks like HDMI. So what I'm going to do is remove the little lens cover, which is keeping it clean and scratch free, and we're then going to install the mount. Now this is a suction mount, obviously, to go on the windscreen, and it just clips in. Should be very simple. You hear it click, so you know it's in properly. And yeah, essentially it's just the same as usual. You twist that around to get it to suck and attach to the windscreen. So very simple idea here, but it works very effectively. What I'm going to do is get it all set up in the car, and we'll have to plug it into the power for us to be able to see the interface on here. But yeah, see you in a second. And this should give you a good idea of what the sound quality is like. It's not always essential to have good sound on a dash cam, but it is nice if it is good, or at least half decent. Been for a drive, it has charged the camera up a bit, but you're going to have to excuse the reflection of the lens in the screen. Onto the menu, you can choose the video resolution. I have already set this up, but you can choose between 720p at 60 frames per second, 720p at 30 frames per second, 1080p at 30 frames per second, 1296 at 30 frames per second, and 1080p at 60 frames per second. So quite a good range there. And I'm going to go for the 1296p. Next we have got the image quality. This is for the still images. You can choose between superfine, fine and normal. This is for if you, I suppose if you have an accident or someone crashes into you, you can take the dash cam and you can take some photos as evidence. Also anti-flicker and the date and timestamp. There is then the loop recording, G-sensor, which is, I believe if there is an accident or if something hits you, it will automatically record if it is detected to go off. You might have a different setting for this. There is also motion detection, so it will record when the motion is detected. You can turn the microphone on and off, and it also has parking mode. So there is actually quite a wide range there of different settings, all very handy, and I'm going to keep most of them switched on, I think. The final thing we're going to look at is the software which is provided with the Dashcam. You can download this off the Dexors website, but also if you plug the camera into your PC or laptop via the USB, it will automatically install as well. And this software is a very interesting piece of software to have, because not only does it obviously show you the playback footage, but also it tells you a lot of information about the video if you have got the GPS selected. So you can see at the bottom right hand corner here we've got a speedometer, which you can actually change between kilometers per hour and miles per hour. We've also got the compass, which is in real time pretty much. It shows you obviously which direction you're heading in, and also we have got, I think this is the G scale, so this shows you how many G's there are. It's calculating while you're driving the G-force basically in the different directions. So it's very nice piece of software to have. It can be very interesting to watch back, and most importantly, this is what I got it for anyway. You have got your playback map here, and if you press play, sometimes it can take a little while to update, but this time it is actually going straight away. You can see it is updating, and it shows you exactly where you are in the world. So yeah, this is really good software, and to be honest, most decent cameras these days are provided with software which allows you to play back your footage like this, which is always very handy. So there we have it. Hopefully you've enjoyed this review and unboxing of the Dexors X7 Super HD Dashcam. I'm hoping to do more videos like this in the near future, so please do give me some feedback on what you thought about this video, and I'll try and improve for the next video. But until then, thank you for watching, and as usual, hope to see you again soon. Bye for now.